The first half of my life, it was good. I would say it was good. The second half of my life, it was great. And you should stick around and find out why. Hey guys, it's Bob Ferngren, and my heart, my desire, really my prayer for you is that you live the best life, the second half of your life. Have that to look forward to. Set that as your mindset. I'm going to have a great second half of my life. Doesn't that sound great? So for me, the first half of my life was really a few things. One, climbing the corporate ladder and ending up as the president and chief executive officer for several large national restaurant chains. First half of my life also included chasing money and having 3 children, which I love, and being married for a long time and moving all over the country. And so there was a lot of work, but there were rewards too. I made good money. I built a great reputation in corporate America, and I helped a lot of other people with jobs and income and those things. And accepted Jesus Christ in the first half of my life. That was a good thing. Very good thing. Best thing. But, I was in a transition phase as the second half of my life started. My marriage was failing. I had done the entrepreneurial route. It was failing. Finances were failing. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in personal debt. And so the thing I know about myself is I'm smart, okay? I figure things out. I stick with it. God gave me that gift, okay? And then if you're on the planet long enough, wisdom. And wisdom is you're going to make mistakes. You're going to learn from it. You're going to learn from the mistakes of others. You're going to read. You're going to develop. You're going to grow. You're going to learn things on your own. It's just wisdom's a lot of stuff, but mostly wisdom can come from God. Should come from God. And so I'm in this transition phase. Things aren't going right. I started leaning a whole lot heavier on God versus myself. And so the journey led me to the answer is personal growth. If you want more, you got to become more. If you want to be successful in some endeavor and you don't know how to do that, you need to learn about that. If you're going to change careers to a brand new industry, you better study the people who are successful in it if you want to be successful in it. You're going to have to take new actions and develop new relationships and serve others and be willing to change and grow and all those things you got to. And I did. I submitted to all of it. I gave in to all of it. The personal growth journey was phenomenal. The more I grew, the more money I made, the more relationships I built. And that personal growth led me to the following: a wife that I'll have forever and I love. I already have 3 children, now I have 2 more, and I love them. I love the second half of my life. I've been to so many places on the planet. I was in a lot of places, mostly domestically, the first half of my life. Probably 40 states the first half of my life as I traveled and built restaurant empires around the country. But now I was traveling internationally the second half of my life. Places like Aruba and Bora Bora and St. Martin's and the Cayman Islands and Italy, England, Greece, and more and more and more. That's the second half of my life. And became a multi-millionaire the second half of my life. And so that's the reason I share these videos, that your second half of your life can be so much better. Now I'm writing a book on that. It's an incredible book. I'm like digging this book. And the chapters are coming together, the stories are coming together, the things you can do to help yourself is coming together. And so if that's something that interests you, just post it below. I'll let you know when we're couple weeks out, and you can get in the queue to be one of the first people. And I can tell you the first 100 are getting that book for free, but I think this is going to be a valuable piece of work. I'm not bragging. I'm taking my time. It's putting a smile on my face as I review, chapters and things like that. So the deal is, I've got lots of videos on all this stuff, and I'm going to have a book soon. And that's part of the second half of my life. I will have written 2 books the second half of my life. I never planned on being an author. All the things that have happened are different than happened the first half of my life. And all of that came about because I was willing to listen to God, to learn, to change, to grow, to become more, to take risk, to have fun, to do things that were unimaginable to other people. And you get great results. That's how it works. That's how it works. But you got to be willing to do the things that other successful people have done. And one of the most successful things you can do is accept Jesus Christ, the Lord and Savior. That's not a difficult thing. It's free. Hey, God bless.